help you find a way to make money before the year ends. I don't know if you can hear me. I just want to go and one of the things that I have realized help a lot with making money is considering three things. So first of all, I there's a group that I'm going to. So the first group I'm going to talk about is people who have money but want more money, right? So, and then the second group I'll talk about if you don't have money at all, how you're going to make money, and the third group is I think after you've made money, how you're going to let it keep growing or something of the sort. I think that will be for the first group. So if you have money, one of the things I want you to do is to first of all, okay, if you have savings in your savings account, please savings account doesn't really give you a high interest rate, okay? So usually the savings account is very small. So first of all, I want you to consider putting your money in a high yield savings account. So this is a very low risk and easy thing to. So when you go to the bank, you ask them if they have an option for a high yield savings account, or even there are certain apps that you can use. For example, in Ghana, there's called Accrue. You can use it to save money. So a high yield savings account, first of all, is basically a supercharged version of a regular savings account. So it's offered by online banks or credit unions. So it will not give you a small interest rate. It's actually going to help you to have money that's going to grow with like without you doing so much. So the reason why I want you to even focus on this before the year ends is because your money is in like it's very secure, okay? And it can really earn a high interest rate from 4.2% to 5% APY. So like appreciating value. Okay, so your money gains interest, and as your money gains interest, like, so let's just say today your money has earned interest of maybe like 0.0. Tomorrow your money the 0.0 is going to gain another interest. Okay, so another interest is going to be gotten on the 0.02 plus your money that's in your account, and then maybe the next day will be 0. Maybe 25 or something. You get it added to your money that was originally in your account, so it keeps growing. And you don't have a lot of money to be deposited into your account. So what is an APY? So that's your annual percentage yield. So it's the real rate of return on your savings. So factoring in how often interest compounds. So your interest can compound. So there are certain banks that their interest compounds like every day. Okay, so maybe today is 0.0 that has been added to your money. Tomorrow it will be 0.25 because they've added the interest plus the amount. Some of the banks also do an interest weekly, some do monthly, some do quarterly, and some do every 6 months. So you just have to be able to decide which one you want. Okay, so the second one I will also talk about is investing in stocks. Now, this is a very risky one, okay? It's very risky, but there's a very high potential. So, what is stock? Stock, in simple terms, has to do with basically it's you owning a piece of a particular company. So, if you buy Apple stock, for example, if you want to buy Apple stocks, it just means that you own, like you buy a particular amount of Apple stocks, okay? So a share, a small amount of Apple stocks at a particular price, and once you buy that, you own a share of Apple. And so if Apple makes profit, you also gain something. If it makes a loss, you lose a part of your money, which is why it is a very high risk thing, okay? And also you don't have a very high risk appetite, you can also invest in ETFs. So ETFs is more like a basket of different stocks. Okay, so that one, if maybe one company like Apple is not doing well, you can maybe another company like McDonald's is doing well. So something like that. Do you understand? There are different types of ETFs. We have ETFs that track the tech industry. We have ETFs. ETFs that belong to different. So we have the Asian one, we have the American one. Okay, so like S&P 500. Okay, and so we have index funds as well, mutual funds. You can read about all of these things. I don't want to bore you with anything, but I just want you to know that there's a way you can actually make money before the year end, and it's more about you going into, like, read about these things, okay, and try and find out what exactly you want to achieve at the end of the day. Do you want to save money for the long run? Like, do you want to invest your money for the long run, or you just want to keep your money somewhere so that I'll save? But don't keep your money in a savings account. This is 2025. We're going to 2026. You need to be able to find a way to multiply your money of letting it stay stagnant while sitting in a savings account. Okay, so that's just one thing I wanted us to talk about. The other thing I want us to talk about is the fact that you can also make money if you don't have money at all. You can make money by working for um, a company remotely. Okay, so there are certain websites like Preply that are actively hiring tutors. So if you know how to teach anything at all, whether it's math, English, science, you can sign up on Preply, and if you qualify, they will pick you, and then you start tutoring, and you can be charging people from $5 upwards. And the more ratings you get, the more you are able to increase the amounts that you'll be charging for. And so that's also something I want you to look at. Okay, so yes, and also engage in market research. I found that there are certain websites that you can engage in market research with or through. So you can also